why people may not do their homework, it goes to another kind of point I may want to touch on is why the younger generation nowadays doesn't respect the older generation.
Older generation don't really respect a lot of what we going on. You know, they have that respect that
true,
we're going for it.
There's a there there. There's a there because there's a certain gap between a certain time period. Let's say we'll start at the kind of when crack came in.
Okay.
When the destruction took its toll to the nth degree and started creating. That's when the homes of the quote unquote black community started to get torn down. Was when crack came in. And then you got all these crack babies. You have the family dynamic being broken, and now you have people in the streets trying to get money, doing whatever they need to survive. And then you may have every now and then people in the happy homes, but they end up getting divorced. Along that time period, there's a generation seeing all this and looking at their elders and the older people doing bad and not being able to pass down any knowledge.
I mean, take it like this. I feel like it's flipped in a very horrendous way because, like, this is how I feel like it is. My favorite rappers, the rappers I grew up on, you know, they were selling crack and, you know, selling drugs to get, you know, where they needed to be and whatnot. Now, your favorite rappers are doing drugs and doing crack because they have nowhere else to be. Like,
that's actually a really good song.
That's legit how it is now. I'm like, yo, your favorite rapper, you know, does it. My favorite rapper sold it.
But how did he start doing it? Because he sold it. No, I don't think this is the point where people leave out. If they don't start selling and thinking that's one of the only way they can get out of this situation, there's not a lot of people doing it.
No, I'm saying for that generation. Like,
no, I see what you're saying, but there's another point there. I get what you're talking about. That's valid, but there's another point on to that to say how it got to that point. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said before. Like, that's the misconception of, like, it flipped horrendously. That's why I said that. Like, that in between is like, because I feel like we had, you know, the Biggie, the Big Pun, the, you know, the Tupacs, the Eminems, the Outlaws, the, you know, I could go on and on.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Joey Crack, my man, Fat Joe, you had that, you know what I'm saying? You had all of these, you know, like all of these raps. You had EVE, you had Queen Latifah, you know what I'm saying? Like, people really slow and fresh, you know, and bringing that game for, you know, the young MCs like Young and May nowadays and all these other rappers. But anyway, then we had the Bow Wows, then we had all these other young dudes, then we had the like, that lost me. And that's just me coming at mumble rap, but whatever.
Okay.
Like, but you see what I'm saying? Like, there was different level of progressions because there was different people to listen for certain things. And now there are artists that, let's say, I don't get into because I'm, not that I couldn't, but just it's not my style. It's not my stilo. And there are certain kids that, you know, relate to them or whatever for what they're putting out, even though I can't understand half of the things they're saying.
I feel like that clout rap is dying. Like it's
dying.
It's good. I personally feel like clout rap, like, that shouldn't have been
an era.
That should not have been an era. But no, let me not say it. It was an era that happened that we can learn from.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? It was a lesson. But, like,
that stuff ain't hot no more. It's not hot no more. Everyone sees it now, like, that's stupid. And I'm like, thank you. That's what I've been trying to tell y'all since, like, high school.
Like, bro.
That shit's lame.
Like,